Poor Mary. Poor Mary and my bike. And Deborah back there. Can't forget her. I feel like these days... That's not true. I feel like this since day one. I mean, I would come and, add some books, take some books, DVDs and stuff. I mean, some stuff I've taken to the house permanently now, like my whole DVD collection and some clothes. But I still feel like I'm just adding stuff like now, like Mary and whatever, this thing and stuff from the studio that's really sad to not have there. But I mean, I don't know. This is just what it's got to be right now. Poor Mary. Poor Mary. Look at how sad she is. And Deborah. Should have taken that slower. Hell yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out how to photograph my art right now. This movable wall was like parallel with this one. And I found that it was getting all this light. And there's this huge glare. One, because it's got a really nice finish on it. Two, because it's just like black. So I'm getting all this glare. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll have the light source taken away. Because there's no light source over here. Is there still light in the room? Of course. But the light is coming from here, going this way. So I thought I've got no direct light source on this, and yet you can see, if you look, my reflection in it. You can see the white t-shirt, like, you can just, you can see. And I took a photo, and it just looks like hazy and horrible. And I don't know how to get an appropriate photo of this, and it's really frustrating. Because I thought I had solved my problem with this movable wall, and nope, not at all. The struggles of an amateur artist that wants to do professional work and be as professional as possible and present themselves somewhat as professional as possible, depending on your definition, without compromising too much of my own values and standards and just personality. All I'm talking about right now is photographing the work. Because if I found a photographer who was able to do this for me and had a certain studio set up and was able to take amazing pictures, that'd be great. But it would also cost money. Money that I might not have or be able to get back or recoup the cost of with the painting itself. but I want good quality pictures that properly represent the piece, because it would sell better and it would look better for any type of portfolio or anything. And I'm having a really hard time with that piece because it's black and reflective and it's a mess. And this is just, again, the struggle of being in between. If I was like a working artist making my money that way, this would be a cost that would just be a part of that and would be worked into the budget and everything else, but it's not for me. And yeah, the struggle's real. I feel like a complete wiener if I don't add the caveat to that obviously I know this is a first world problem, and I know that I'm very privileged to even be able to, in my spare time or the time that I create, to paint art and like do that and have like a studio space or whatever. And part of it is just dumb luck that I had nothing to do with, like being born in a certain context, being born in a certain country, province, city, with, you know, a parent who was working a certain, whatever, you know, having a certain education, all those things that I didn't control. And then obviously there are some things I could control, and I put myself in a position to be where I'm at right now, which is not where I want to be in several ways. But even just having that I don't even know, even having that aspiration of this isn't where I want to be is a huge privilege in comparison to other people. So I don't want to, like, I understand that. And me just complaining like, oh man, I can't take good photos of this art that I get to make on my own free time, when there are some people who are going through absolute hell and have no other options and are in enslavement or in camps, or, you know what I mean? There's hundreds of other worse positions to be in, and I recognize that. It's just, this is where I'm at and everything's relative, you know? So I just wish, I need to work. That's all. I just need to work harder. I need to research. I need to figure things out. I need to, again, continue putting myself in positions to be where I want to be in life. I'm really confused. So I'm in Tabor, and the road that goes to Trout Pond is closed. They're doing construction. And there's parking lot there that's like the place to park to get to all these trails. And I mean, there's washrooms there, and yeah, I'm in need of both a parking spot and a washroom, full disclosure, so cool. So that's closed, but I came all the friggin' way out here, and I've got a whole bunch of signs. So, waste transfer station, open 8:30 to 4. I don't need to transfer, like, what, waste transfer, so I guess it's like the town dump. Now we've got this sign over here: notice to public, town of Tabor owned lands close to all unauthorized off-road and motorized vehicles. Well, what's unauthorized? I guess I'm unauthorized because I don't have authorization, because it doesn't tell me I do, but it's open to authorized hiking and mountain bike riding. So that is what I'm doing, is mountain biking. But I'm gonna I want to drive in there and park somewhere and ride from there. There's no parking. There's no parking here. But then you've got Tabor Paintball Field, admission to members and day pass holders only. No trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Well, where's that? The field is right there? Like, is this to get in the field? Like, is that it? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I'm really confused. But if I was, that's the thing, this waste transfer station, so if it's the dump, and I'm allowed to go into the dump, then, I mean, it's 6 minutes before 8:30, but it seems like I should be able to go on this road. But then that sign over there, unauthorized vehicles and stuff, all loads entering the landfill must be separated in the following, okay, cool. Like, no salvaging from any area of transfer station. I just want to find a place to park to ride my bike, dude. Attention to all MD of Tabor residents. This is all about waste again. Like, there's so many signs. They're not very clear. They kind of conflict with each other. I mean, I imagine a lot of people just ignore whatever signs. Like, in this road, I think I know where it goes, because it, like, there's a dirt road that I often have to cross. Well, I always have to cross in order to get to some trails. And I think this is it, but I don't even know. I have no idea what is going on right now. And if this is the road that I think it is, which, yes, it is. I can see that now. I still don't, yeah, no parking. Gates will be closed and locked. $200 fine. So where am I supposed to park? I'm just supposed to park at the... Oh, hi, deers. Just jumping little deers. Cuties. Anyway. Yeah, this is the intersection I normally have to go to get to the... Especially today, the trail I want to do is over here. And I don't know where to go. Where am I supposed to park? No parking, right there. Perfect place to park, no parking, no parking. Trout pond is closed. The parking lot that exists is closed. So I've got to go over here by the dump and pretend like to dump. Like, I don't... I still don't really know. The dump's behind me. It doesn't look like there's a good place to park there. There's no one to ask. Of course, there's like a town truck parks there, but... And again, now I'm gonna have to ride to the washroom as soon as I find a place to park, that is, and then ride to my trail. I am under some time constraint because, of course, I didn't anticipate this. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go park at the top where all those signs were. There wasn't a no parking sign, but there's no obvious place to park either. So I'm just gonna see what happens and hope that for 2 hours I'm okay. Like, this is here. I don't know what this is. It doesn't say you can't go in it. There's a stop sign, so obviously vehicles travel this way, but they probably only travel one way. So let's check this out, because this is like, I know where this is, kind of. Like, I know the trail that's nearby. Like, see, this is where I end up. And there's nothing here about no trespassing, no parking, but there's nothing here. I mean, there's that. Other than that, obviously there's some work going on here from time to time, making these piles and digging and moving stuff. And this is further away. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to the top there and see what happens and just park. Yep, I don't know. What a gong show. You know what's hilarious? I didn't bring what I needed in order to record this ride. This is already like a clusterfluff of trying to get, like, wasting time, didn't know where to park, driving around. If I want to use the washroom, I gotta, like, go, you know, ride like 10 minutes out of my way instead of it just being at the parking lot that I'm used to going to. 10 minutes from here and then another 10 minutes, whatever. And yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm putting on my pads and I realize, wait a second. I don't have like the cage for the GoPro to put it onto the chesty or onto my helmet or whatever. I don't have it. It's not here. It's in my backpack, which I didn't bring. I made sure I brought my GoPro and I made sure I brought the chesty, and I didn't bring the thing to put it in the chesty or my helmet. I was gonna do a jump today for the first time. I was just like, I just wanted to do it because I was like, hey, if I make it, great, adrenaline rush. And if I get wrecked, I don't care right now. So, but it's also something that I do want to do eventually. And today I was like, it wasn't like a confident like send, but it was like, I want to send this today because I'm not scared of getting wrecked right now. Like, in the same way, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not that when I say I'm not scared of getting wrecked, I don't mean like I'm so confident that it won't happen. I'm saying that if it happens, I don't really care right now. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that because I'm not going to be recording. And it's not like everything I do is for recording, but especially for the first time that I really attempt it, there's more likelihood of me not doing well on it or whatever, or something happening. So I'd like to record that. Also, because I've already got like a nervous stomach right now, and because now that I've wasted so much time and I wasn't able to just go and do it right away, and I still have like a half an hour before I'm going to actually be on a trail, I feel like, what's the point right now in doing it? Like, I'm not in the same place I was because of all this gong show fooling around, and I can't record it. So I'm going to find some other trails that are kind of new to me and maybe just do that and explore a little bit. So, a little Tabor excursion behind me. That was really annoying at first. and it got a little windy, and it was like 5 degrees, and I didn't dress appropriately. I mean, I did, but I didn't. For the end of the ride, I was fine. For the very beginning of it, I mean, if it got windier, it would have been no good. Yeah. I did some good riding, though, and I did some exploring and found, well, not found. I found some dead ends, and I also realized where certain trails are that'll take me certain places. Yeah, there's one in particular I really want to do again, which is called Coal Pad. Has some really cool stuff going on. It's pretty short, but it's nice. I really enjoy it. So, and that links to another little descent. Like, a lot of the trails there, I find could be one trail, not split into two. But I mean, they did it that way for a reason. But anyway, so I decided to go down Rock and Rollin' where that little jump is, and I was really killing it on the descent, or like the descents leading up to that jump. Like, there's a couple, I think there's 2 or 3 before you get there, and I really enjoyed that. And then I got to the jump, and I didn't know yet. I was like, oh, like I decided to do that trail for a couple of reasons. One of them was like, you know what, screw it, maybe I'll jump, maybe I'll do it. And it's definitely bigger than I remember, but also there's like a turn going into it, and if like you're not ready for it and anticipating it and like continuing your speed through the turn and then looking like, hey, turn's right there, boom, now I'm going off the jump, then it's probably a recipe for disaster. So now I know that that's there, and I'm like more aware of it, because that's only the 3rd time I've ridden it. So yeah, now I'm aware of it, and maybe, I doubt maybe next time, I don't know, when I slow down to really take a look at it, I'm like, oh, that's a little higher than I thought it was, and if I'm not going fast enough, I am just gonna go right over my handlebars. I'm gonna like nosedive into the trail, and it's gonna be, you know, Scorpion City. So we'll see what happens. So really quickly gonna wrap up the vlog here. No raw rides again this week. I did go out riding twice, but the first time the shadows were a gong show and really in the way, and I just need to get better at planning things earlier in the morning for which way I should go. It was just really convenient to ride in that area because I had other things to do over there. So anyway, that was, there's some highlights in here, but there's no raw ride. And then I went to Tabor and forgot like part of what I needed in order to attach the GoPro to either my helmet or my chesty. I brought my chesty, I brought my GoPro. Anyway, so there's no highlights or anything of that ride. But as you have seen, yes, I was in Tabor and didn't know what was going on with the parking because the road was closed. So, no raw rides. In fact, the only other video other than the vlog this week is a conversation. Nope, I just lied. I just forgot because I haven't edited it yet. So there's a conversation which talks about the ship of Theseus and how that relates to humans, and you can check that out. It was a little bit oddball, but it worked. And then, I guess you can decide if it worked. And then I did a review as well. First of 3 different installments talking about Slipknot's discography. So kind of an album review of the self-titled and Iowa. And I don't even know how long it is yet. I haven't edited it yet. But that is also in there. So be sure to check that out. We'll see you on another time.